I think there's five trends that we're seeing across the US, globally, and then obviously they trickle down to the local level in Arizona. One, office utilization are below pre-pandemic levels, but they're continuing to rise. 60% of the survey responders said that they've received a steady state percentage, and 38 expect utilization to increase. Two, I think as we've seen the remote work at its peak, now companies are starting to rein it back a bit and believe that office remains a core element of the company culture. CBR releases attrition numbers, which we can get into another time, but they believe that a combination of both the office as well as remote work is here to stay. I think three, then, portfolio optimization means more than just downsizing. At a local level, when we're advising local companies, most of the conversations is just talking about an overall reduction in their square footage or their footprint. At a national level, at a corporate level, it's entire portfolio optimizations, whether that's subleasing space, whether that's getting rid of some land that they might not be using, disposition of assets that are not conductive to their portfolio anymore. It's a lot of right sizing of the balance sheets like we're seeing at a national level and at the government level. I think four, I want to hesitate to state this term because we're going to see it or hear it a ton through this, but it's a flight to quality. Companies are able to downsize by 10 to 30%, and in doing so, they're able to get 10 to 30% premiums on their rent. And then five, occupiers are pushing landlords for flexible terms or shared space options. So they don't want to be locked into 10, 15-year leases anymore. And then they also want the buildings to have the capacity to place shared space. So if it's conferencing centers, fitness centers within the space, but not actually load that within their square footage. So those are the trends we're seeing. They vary different from a local level and a corporate level, but they're very similar at the end of the day.